What's up guys, QuarterHoarder here. If you missed the last few videos, we've been metal detecting around this colossal 1740s house right across the street from an inn that goes back even older than that, and we've been pulling out some absolutely incredible things. Like this 1880s good luck Wanamaker's token and the early military collar disc with the cross muskets on the front. Charlie's vintage Ted Williams ring, Doug's awesome mid-century Hercules ring, even my mid-1800s hunting button with an image of a fox running right off the side of the button. But the coins that we found at this place, what a selection of coins. Like the 1940s King George VI 3 pence and the squared off Dutch World War II era 5-cent piece. We pulled 1800s Indian head cents, silver US Roosevelt dimes, a first year 1916 Mercury dime, a few early 1900s and late 1800s silver barber dimes, even a monster Walking Liberty $50 for Doug that cleaned up like a beauty. Not to mention the really old stuff, like the 1840s braided hair large cent, the 1750s King George II halfpenny, Rich's early U.S. drape bust large cent that could be 1700s, even my crazy 1830s Canadian bank token that was whittled into this work of art almost 200 years ago. Well, this video is going to be our final trip to this 1740s house, probably our last house of the season with the snow all over the ground, so we are really going to try to go out with a bang. And after the video's done, if you want to see even more, make sure you tune into the live weekly after show, Quarter After, this Thursday, 7:15 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to go over all the finds in more depth, answer more questions, and hang out with all of you. But for now, let's jump into this week's video, the 1740s last house of the season, and I will see you at the end. Later. Picking up where we left off the last time, we just had gotten into this general area and the sun was going down. We had to leave. So right back again today, and Charlie, the hydraulic hunter, may have the first find of the day here.
It reminds me of my report card when I was in high school.
Oh, is it a big D? Is it a D buckle? Let me see. I was close, Charlie. I forgot you were a good student.
College graduate.
It looks like a big script letter A. Can you hold this flashlight for me for a second?
Yep.
What is it a pin?
Yeah, I looked in the back. It looked like there was a pin.
Oh, yep, I agree.
Somewhere.
I think it was a brooch. Right here by my thumb,
Okay,
it looks like
yeah.
a discoloration. Yeah. Almost like Laverne and Shirley would wear. You know, like it was probably like Abigail and whoever her friend was,
right.
if Abigail had friends. That's really cool, Charlie. I love the script on there too. Surprised something small and kind of dainty like this
came out of the ground.
Wasn't broken.
Right.
So that's really nice. A nice personal piece.
I actually wish this was my report card grades. I'll be honest with you.
It was closer to the D buckle.
I was lucky to get accepted.
Well, nice job, Charlie.
Thank you. Here you go.
Well, me, Charlie, and Matt came to the back where the old gardens were. This hasn't been hunted yet, so I'm hoping for a lot of signals. I already found a pocket knife, Charlie, so which at least is something, sign of life.
Yeah.
This was a nice signal coming up in the high 30s, a little lower now, mid 30s, and I already pulled it out of the ground, and I got this. And when I first saw it, I thought it was a cap. My immediate thought was a cap. But as I was rubbing it, Charlie, I saw an eagle on it right there.
Wow.
Can you see the eagle?
Yeah, yes. Definitely.
There's not a lot of light. I'm gonna
military.
Yeah, I'm gonna brush it and get a better look. The ground's very it's very clay-y. Is that a word? Clay-y?
Clay.
Okay, all right, clay. I'll drop the extra E.
Okay.
But it sticks to everything. So I'm going to brush that clay off so we can get a good look at it.
All right.
Well, it's overcast today, so I'm going to have to use the Perron a lot. It's stuck on the flashlight, stuck on the shovel, I mean. And there's the button, and if I catch it in the light, you can see the eagle with the outstretched wings. You can see his tail at the bottom. It's probably late 1800s, after the Civil War, but I do think before 1900. You can see it's also got these little ball ridges going around the outside. And the underside, no shank or anything. I thought it was a cap when I first dug it, but I saw just the edge of one of those wings. Whoa. And yeah, that's what it is. So nice find for me. I'll take it, Charlie.
Yeah,
Military
definitely.
piece, not the greatest shape, but hey, you take what the ground gives, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
It's a good start though.
Yeah, way to go, Jason.
Well, with the water table being so high and raining recently, it's all mud back here when you dig. You dig a little hole, Charlie, and the water just comes right up like oil from the ground. So I think I might move back to the other side of the house. But on the walk up, I bumped into this guy who said he's got something kind of cool.
It even has my name on it.
No, really?
Charles.
Let me see. Something cool?
I
Oh,
don't
what's
know.
that?
What is this? That's Charles on it.
You know what's weird? Matt found almost this exact same piece, but his had a number on it. It said 6,000. And yeah, yours says Charles something at the bottom.
Charles is great, I think.
And then there's something on the back too, Charlie. Did you see that?
Yeah, it has town.
Oh yeah, the town that we're in. What the heck would that be? And then Charles something. Well, you earned that, Charlie. You got to make that into like a little badge or
I
something.
have that tattooed on my arm now.
Yeah, that's funny. You got to go ask Matt. If you show it to Matt, he'll pull his out of his bag. He got the same thing, only his only on the front just says the number 6,000.
No town in the back.
I didn't even look at the back. When I saw it, I was like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
But that's pretty good. You are Charles. Hopefully I can find one that says quarter. Well, back to the front yard where we left off last time. The backyard was just too muddy from all the rain and everything. So we came back out in the front, and not far from where Doug got the $50 the first time we were here.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a silvery edge, Charlie.
Yeah.
Is it a silver dime?
There you go.
Oh, it's a barber, Charlie.
Yeah.
Did you see the year? Oh, it's got good detail on it.
I didn't see the year yet.
It's got really nice
I
detail.
saw it.
I can see the wreath in the head of Liberty, even with all that dirt and black on there. You have a spray bottle?
I brought it and I don't know where it's at.
I have one right here. You want to use mine?
Yeah.
Okay, Charlie. Let me see. Hold on. Let me orient it correctly. Yep. Well, there's Charlie's barber dime. And you're right. There are a lot of scratches on it just from living under the earth for so long. But if you look past those scratches, the detail on her hair and the wreath, it's really popping. It's a shame those scratches kind of are over top of it. But as I kind of wiggle it around, looks like there might even be a cud on the coin under the TAT in States. See that up there? It might be a cud, Charlie. I'm not sure. But 1906, the back, no mint mark. I do love the yin-yang black tarnish, how it's like on some parts but not the others. And this is your first barber dime here. I know Rich had two, but this is a beauty. And I don't remember the last time you got a nice barber, Charlie.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's a great coin. Congratulations. And of course, as you were getting this, Matt's screaming for me up near the house. I think he's got something. He's waiting patiently. Let's go see what that is.
Okay.
Well, Matt is hugging the house by the old millstone. The millstone they actually dug up when they bought the house, Matt. It was near the step. So now it's on display. But Matt has something, and he was yelling. I'm throwing his guess it's pretty good. You don't call me for stupid stuff.
I'm just digging midtones.
Oh, is it a midtone?
Yeah, midtone.
So not a coin.
Not a coin.
All right, let me see.
It's right there.
Oh, is it a little tiny button?
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow.
Cuff button, maybe?
It's got to be, or maybe a vest.
It's got some gilt on the back.
I like how you really enunciated the guilt. I get crucified every video because I call it gold guilt. But yeah, I do see some of the guilt coming through. You're right, it is a little cuff button. I don't know if it's going to have a mark on the front or not, but I'll get the old trusty gusty flashlight and we'll take a look. That's a nice find though. Doug is actually here today. You wouldn't even know it. He's kind of crouched down behind that little tree there. He hasn't found much yet, but Charlie, not far from him, yelled out, "I got a 50. Now 50, I instantly think silver quarter, large cent, but by the look on your face, I'm guessing it's something else.
No, it's money.
Oh, it is money, a 50.
Can you speak Italiano, maybe?
Is it a pizza? Italian coin?
I think so.
And really an Italian coin? Oh. Charlie, I know what it is.
What?
It's a Mazuma gum token, Charlie. Remember those Mazuma gum with 1,000 holes field?
All right.
I'm rubbing it. It's aluminum. Yeah, I can see the ZUMA up at the top. There's going to be somebody on the front this size. Was it Ulysses Grant? I forget. Oh, you know what? It might be Admiral Dewey this size. I think it's going to be Admiral Dewey.
Can I spray it?
Yeah, go ahead. It's only aluminum. It's not gonna. You're not gonna hurt it. I'm almost positive it's Admiral Dewey, but
And what would be Admiral Dewey on a...
well, when this gum came out, Mazuma gum, which was back in the mid 1930s, these tokens were put in and they were called national heroes.
Oh, okay.
It was Ben Franklin, Ulysses Grant, but for some reason, Admiral Dewey, who was a big famous guy back then, his name kind of, I don't want to say it's lost to history, but he hasn't maintained that upper level, kind of like
Hap Arnold.
Hap Arnold.
Hap Arnold.
As
Great
good as he
general,
was,
Great general in the war.
for whatever reason, he just isn't the same household name. But I'm almost positive it's Admiral Dewey, who ran for president in 1900.
Right. Okay.
I did a whole thing when we found one last time. So very rare to find Mazuma gum tokens.
I thought it was an Italian coin the way it looked.
Well, Mazuma sounds like an Italian name. There's a Z, it ends in a vowel. Paisan, where's Joe? Where's Joe? He would like that. Well, that's a good find, Charlie. Way to go, man.
Thank
Nice
you.
old Mazuma gum. Well, I had a stretch of a couple of finds in this immediate area. Somewhere over here, I just had a house key, which is sitting on top of my plug. And then right next to it, when I swung over this, well, the house key might be throwing it off. It was like in the 30s, in the high 30s. Dug down with the lesh, only about 3 inches or so. And I pulled out this Indian penny right next to the house key. And I only gave it a quick wipe. And it looks like it might be 1906 maybe? I think it's 1906, could be 1908. In the back, let's see, I didn't even clean it yet. I just picked it up as I turned the camera on. You can see some of the 1 cent there. Can't quite see the wreath yet. I will clean it up later, but all sorts of things in this yard, every nook and cranny. And it was only about maybe, like I said, 3 inches near this slightly more modern house key. Also my little 1-2 there for me. All right, let's see. Dug way down in the corner of this peninsula, said, is it something cool? Is it money?
I kind of think it's a medallion, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
It's silverish looking, but I doubt it's silver as low as it rang up. Ooh, I got a clue.
That's a tiny medallion.
This isn't what I was calling you about, but
Oh,
it looks interesting. If you want to get that first. That rang up low. That rang up. Is that a nickel?
I think
it
so.
Rang up 23. It might be a shield.
I think it's a... Well, how weird is that? You didn't call me over for this, and as I got here, you were digging this up?
Yeah.
Oh, what is
Can
that?
you see anything?
I want to say it's a V-nickel, but I'm not sure, Doug. And
I've never seen a V-nickel that rang up that low.
let me get the brush and the side light, see this is, and then we'll look at that medallion.
All right.
All right, well, there's Doug's mystery coin that he didn't even call me over for. We just got lucky that he was digging this as he called me over for this medallion that I haven't even seen yet. But you can see it is a Liberty nickel, V-nickel. You can see the stars going around. You can kind of see Liberty's head facing towards the light. The date would be at the bottom. I can't make it out, but Doug said he thought he saw...
I did see a 9.
All right, so there's a 9 in there. If you were playing the Powerball box...
Oh, yeah, I'd still lose, no matter what I
We would win.
Yeah.
In the back, you can see the V right there. The V, obviously, the Roman numeral for 5 because it's a nickel. See some of the wreath. So nice job, Doug, on the V-nickel.
Yep.
And we're going to kind of scooch over. I think he said that hole right there is this medallion. So let me stand up, gather myself, and go take a look at it. All right, Doug in the back corner finally got to him with this medallion. It is so loud because this property is right on like a V of an intersection. So this is the noisiest part. Let's see this medallion that Doug's talking about.
Right
Oh,
here.
I see it. You hold this, Doug.
Hold what?
Just put your hand out. You hold that. Oh, it's monogrammed, Doug.
Is it?
It's monogrammed with
Oh.  'Cause
a etched in script initials.
I can't see it. 'Cause 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 I can't see it. '
Wow.
Ooh.
FLW, or they're always hard to read these.
FLW is Bass, like Bassmaster.
Oh, the back. I don't see any writing on the back.
It's plated. It's starting to
Yeah, it's not
chip
precious,
away.
but that script to me looks very old. And I'm not even sure if I'm orienting it the right way. We're going to have to bring it to better light, and we'll see if we can figure out what these initials are. For some reason, I want to say it probably goes this way, but
I got my glasses on. Let me.
hard to read. We'll come back. While you're looking at that, let me see the thing you found already, Doug.
Ooh, yeah.
We were cleaning this up a minute ago. Doug found that, Charlie.
What in the world is that?
We think it might be a smushed, like, bell or like little candelabra thing. I don't know if it was, it looks like there was a hook up there, so maybe it was a charm.
Huh.
I'm not really sure exactly what it is.
It's fancy. It has fancy on it.
Yeah, and if it opened up, it would be bell shape. So we'll clean this up. We'll see if we can read that monogram thing. I don't know what the heck that's going to be, and see if we can get anything off of it. Well, there's Doug's doodaddy thing, and irregardless of what this may have been at one time, because it's clearly broken, I'm just trying to see what those initials are. And as fancy as that font is, I think this is pretty old, Doug.
Yeah.
It's just gold plated. Really don't know what it was. Almost kind of has a key look to it, but I'm not sure. And I think it was oriented this way. M something L maybe. I'm just not sure, and I always have a hard time reading that super fancy
I think somebody
script.
that does calligraphy might have a better notion of what it is.
Yeah, I'm just guessing. Because if I flipped it this way, which, hey, it could be.
It could still be.
Yeah, but to me, then that last letter, which would now be a W, just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Based on absolutely nothing, I think it was like this. But I still don't know what it says. But it's very cool.
Yeah.
Anything monogrammed like that is
yeah.
super interesting. All right, well, good job. I'm glad you're getting some stuff back here.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yep.
And I'm going to head back up front because we've all been on like a little hot patch in our own right, all around this place. All right, let's take a look. Charlie's been waiting for a little while as we were cleaning Doug's initialed thing. He said half cent. Doug beat me over to it. Doug's saying maybe large cent?
No, it's definitely a copper, though.
All right, some sort of a copper circle. Let's take a look. I have no idea what it could be.
But this door, iron.
That's
There's
not
a
anything.
lot of nails.
No.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, let's see.
Yeah, that's half cent size.
Oh, I think I just saw the word half. Yeah, look, very faint. I see the word half from my angle already. No idea what it is, but I can read half. You son of a gun, Charlie.
We hit this hard the other day.
I'm telling you,
Yeah, but you
the
just
ground's
gotta
wet and you
It's
got to
deep.
go real
It's
slow and listen to the deep
It's
ones.
deep.
That's good.
Everything I found today is deep.
Now the clay's sticking to it. We're going to have to brush it, but I can definitely see half and cent. Let's get the brushes out, clean it up, and see what half cent it is. Possibly left-facing Liberty Cap. Who knows?
Yeah, that'd be my second one.
Yeah, I know it would. Let's see what you get. All right, Charlie brushed the old half cent down, and we were able to figure out what it was. Let me see. Let me orient it here, Dougie. All right, so there's the back that we saw earlier. Oh, it cleaned up really nice, Charlie, the back. Half cent clear as day. Look at that 1/200 at the bottom,
Wow.
Doug. Very clear, laurel wreath, very nice. I can even see States and most of United, although the edge is like kind of chewed up from being in the ground.
Yep.
You have a lot of detail on the face. The back, it's rough, but I can see it's a drape bust, half cent. I can see the hair pulled back. I can see her whole profile. And at the bottom, I can see 180, but I can't see the last digit. I forget what year these go up to, Charlie. Like, I think it was like 07,
07.
something like that.
Or 08, yeah.
So it could be 180 anything of those early numbers. But fantastic.
Right.
And this was way down there, you
Way
said?
down
Well,
there.
look how deep.
I know, I saw
Way
it.
down.
He
At least
really
8
earned
inches.
it.
I changed my settings, and that really helped me.
Well, it's been, hey, we're all starting to find some stuff as we slow down and listen for those real faint things. So way to go. That's an awesome one.
Yeah,
Excellent
yeah.
job.
Yep.
All right, Steve, the property owner. Mr. X, was that what we called you? Professor X, something like that?
I like Professor.
Professor X, I like that. He just found this incredible. Now, it's a clip-on earring. probably from the 20s or 30s or so. It just has that artsy deco look to it. And there's that beautiful, is that a rose?
It's a white rose.
I think it's a white rose. Not white rose, could be made out of paper. I'm not really sure what that's made of, but it's sealed inside that glass dome. That is fabulous. I mean, costume, but period costume, 100 years old, and just really fancy. So man, you got two really good things, the 2-cent piece, and now you got that super cool old antique clip-on earring. And your wife saw it and she said, you didn't find both of them? I can't wear one.
Sent me back out.
You got to get back over and find the matcher. Well, that's a great find, man. Excellent job.
Great.
Well done. This was a weird signal, Doug. It was like kind of bouncy, 30s to low 40s.
Up here because of all the iron.
Yeah, that's a good tone. And there was junk next to it, so I was kind of taking a chance. Now the tone now
is better.
Pretty solid, in the low 30s, but it is a little bouncy. And I called you over for a specific reason, Doug.
It's a dog tag.
No. Come around behind me, or you can stay there, I guess. Let me turn the light on. Here's what I got. It's a fatty Indian.
Okay.
And I could see the wreath, and I thought, well, let me call Doug over because, God forbid, it is a flying eagle. I wanted you to see it. But actually, now that I gave it another rub, I can see a shield at the top. So it's going to be a fatty Indian. So
okay, good.
No worries that I got another flying eagle.
You called me over in hopes of rubbing it.
No, because I wanted you to at least experience what a flying eagle would look like.
Dog dirt you can rub my nose in.
I wanted you to see it because if I had a flying eagle, I wanted to experience it with you.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not a flying eagle. It's going to be a fatty Indian. I can see the shield.
We've gotten one of them in this yard already.
Yeah, this is my second one.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm glad it's not a flying eagle. I can see the Indian coming through very faintly. But man, as we keep going, Doug, more and more incredible things. That just did you see that earring that Steve found?
Yes.
With the glass and the
Yes.
flower?
Yes.
Matt's got a couple Indians. They're crusty. I haven't been showing them. It's just some great things.
Yeah. You know what that is?
All right, musket ball, Matt's. Oh, you know what it is, Doug?
Yeah.
I can't see it from where I am, but Matt was pretty excited.
It's rather small. But
Right up on the house. Matt's been finding some tiny stuff today. Little buttons and...
He hasn't changed.
Oh, is that a watch winding, like a
that's
a pocket watch winder?
Yep.
That I think it's going to have fancy on it, Matt. In the center, it's going to be all decorated, I think.
It's even that top is very unique.
Yeah.
Like it went on to the fob or something.
You want to give it a gentle brushing, and we'll see. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pocket watch winder. We haven't found one of those in a while, Doug, and a lot of times they're broken because they're so small and frail.
That is nice.
It is cool.
Well, there's Matt's little watch winding key. Really sharp, Matt. I can't tell if that's a flower design or not in the middle. On this side, I thought, yeah, see, this side looks a little better. It definitely looks Victorian inspired to me. I just can't tell if those are flowers or something else. But man, I was just telling Doug, this is like our 12th trip through the same little part of the yard. And this is not a big section we're in. I mean, this is the whole yard right here from where Doug's at down to that corner. Not super wide, but loaded with signals as long as you go really, really slow and listen.
Put the small coil on just to try to...
Yeah, try to fight your way through. So, all right, let's see what else we can get, but I think it's going to finish really strong. Nice job, Matt.
All right, thank you.
All right, I called Doug back over because I had I think maybe a really good one, Doug. And it matches something that you called me over for not long ago. Take a look at this. I put it upside down.
Sounded like a button.
There it is. Oh! All right, you ready?
Looks like a clump of dirt.
Yeah, but what's it look like there?
Ooh!
And it's got a script initials on it, just like yours. I wonder if it's the same initials, Doug.
It sure looks like
It's a cufflink. It's an old cufflink.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, there's the cufflink back. Let me move over here just so I can get a better light on it. And what initials were yours, Doug?
There was an L, S, W maybe, something like that.
You get yours out, Doug. I'm going to brush mine. And if they match yours, That would be
Oh,
awesome, Doug.
oh,
If we're
it
finding
would be.
initials from like an original owner of this place. All right, let's take a look. All right, there is my cufflink. We pulled out Doug's again. It does not match the same initials on Doug, so it looks like it's two different people here. When it first hit my eyes, Doug, for like split second, I thought it was a gold cufflink.
Yeah.
But it's plated and it's chipping right where the initials are. Makes it really difficult to read. And just in case it was upside down, I'll
It's
show
still
this side too.
difficult to read.
Well, but if
Yeah.
someone else is trying to look at it, I don't
Yeah.
know which way was the right orientation. It is a cufflink. I didn't clean the back yet, but I did rub it a little bit. You can see a lot of the gilt coming out. So that's amazing. And you normally, Doug, not all the time, but normally when you find one cufflink, you find the second one nearby.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try all around. It wasn't very deep.
Yep.
And maybe I'll get lucky.
And the fact that it's monogrammed makes it.
Oh, it's
intriguing.
super cool.
Yep.
So we are the Monogrammed brothers.
Yes, sir.
Good job.
Wonder Twin Powers.
Activate.
Congregate. Wow.
All right, dog tag Doug on the first hole after a quick little break on the side of the house. Doug, the homeowners were nice enough to give me a tour of the inside. Did you see how nice it was?
Yes.
The old
I
fireplaces
got that
and
tour the very first day.
me. Well, I got it last, so it's fresher in my mind.
Oh, okay.
But right near the house, Doug got.
A very nice looking.
You're not kidding. I just had a glance of it. 1864, beautiful first
Beautiful
year
shape.
thin Indian, and it wiped that beauty. Is it green?
Yes.
It wiped
It's
that
that
beautiful
emerald green.
sheeny color.
Yep.
It looks like a Hershey's light chocolate bar to me, like milk chocolate. That's what it looks like to me. I'm colorblind, keep in
Oh,
mind.
okay.
The back, 1 cent,
I had
full
no
shield.
inspiration to eat it whatsoever.
Well, I'm just saying that's what the color of it is. But we've probably found about 6 or 7 Indians at this place, but this is easily the nicest looking one.
Yes.
Probably because most were found in the yard where the water table is, and because you're so
And
close to the house,
They really get.
yeah, this water drains
Cleaned
away
up.
and you kept it dry. Well, good job, Doug, and don't dig up her foxwoods. They're right by your feet.
Foxglove.
Fox whatever. All right, we're getting ready to leave in about maybe 5 minutes. I'm trying to see if we can find 1 or 2 more key pieces. It's just me, Doug, and Steve, the homeowner. In the same area we've been doing all day, just going back over it, different angles, different frequency on the
Program.
machine.
Yep.
And Doug, here I had a good mid-tone, 26, 27. And you know what I got, Doug?
20 nickel.
Yes. And it's the first of this kind all day.
Shield?
No, right there. Can you see it?
No.
It's a buffalo nickel.
A buff.
I can see the Indian's face clear as day.
I see him.
You can see it from over there.
Boy, that's
Oh, yeah.
crusty.
Yeah.
I think it's actually pretty good for a nickel.
Yeah.
You know how bad those nickels are. I didn't clean this side, but this would have there he is, the trusty old bison or buffalo. Doug, what's the difference between a buffalo and a bison?
Well, I think a buffalo is more like the water buffalo, or what's those ones that? It's the ones with the big funny horns.
Buffalo.
No.
I don't.
Like a water buffalo.
Okay.
That's a bison.
All right.
Everybody calls it a buffalo.
All right. Well, I've got the first ever bison nickel, and I'm happy to have it, Doug. We'll have to count the legs later. You know they got that rare 3-legged one. In the back she goes. That's one of the 2 we need.
Yeah.
Come on, go on the ball,
Is that,
Dougie.
is that a
It's a
shotgun?
shotgun. I can see it from here. It's a shotgun shell. Yep.
Pretty cool though. That's an old one.
Okay. All right, Doug yelled he's got something. He was deep in the briars. There's a thick patch here, and it's the only place we haven't really gotten to yet because it's overgrown and it's got a lot of ivy. But Doug thinks he might have something here. Hold on, Doug. I gotta
Something
get by.
interesting looking.
Oh. Ooh, Doug. Oh, look at that smoothness on it.
Yeah, and
I think it's a piece of costume jewelry of some sort.
yeah.
Could it be another earring? I can see a stud, imagine a stud coming out of that
Yeah.
and then going into your, ear hole.
Not like a stud like me.
No, there's nothing
Different
studly as you.
Okay.
But the stud was probably about as thick as you. When you
large
pull it out
stud.
and you see that shiny thing, you probably thought you had like a silver quarter or something.
Yep.
And this
Like
almost feels like
collar, pin or something.
this feels like it might be
It's
Bakelite.
enameled.
Well, that's a nice find, Doug.
That's
Congratulations.
cool. Yeah.
If you find the other one, the homeowner's...
Well, I got another signal in there that's ringing up even higher. So
Yeah, she wanted a matcher for the one Steve found, so she has to wear a mismatch set now. But it's better than nothing. Well, it's been a super long day. It's almost dark. Between the first time we've been here and the second time, it's probably been maybe 18 hours of hunting a house that the property is not enormous, but everything just concentrated in such a small area. Well, I'm walking back because when we detect, we put little piles of stuff on every stump and side and lean against trees. So I'm gonna gather it all up. That way the homeowner can take a look at it and see whatever they want. And we're gonna get out of here. All right, well, we're wrapping it up. Everyone else already left. Like always, it's just me and Doug. Steve, the homeowner's here next to me. I'm not gonna do like a formal wrap up because you just saw us dig everything. But I mean, we got a lot of stuff. This is over 2 days. This is probably the majority of it. There's a lot of stuff still in the bucket. I'm calling this the trash, or we just didn't look through yet.
Just some neat things.
Steve found this. This is pretty cool. Also, there's a lot of coins in the bottom too. I didn't even sort through. Big things like there's an old thing to hew the wood and all sorts of coins. Some of the silver coins we found, $50, lots of barbers, lots of these foreign coins, coppers. There's a braided hair, drape bust. That's a KG3, Doug. Goes all the way back to George Washington times. Nice. The rings and that fancy thing, Doug's bell. I mean, I don't even remember the pocket watches. Yep. It was a heck of a good day. So, Steve, thank you very much for having us out.
My pleasure. It was fantastic fun.
And in a little bit in the back that's wet, we might even sneak back over one day, knock on the door, and do that dry area. Who knows?
I think that's a great idea.
We had a lot of fun, and Steve did really good. I mean, his first time ever, got himself the 2-cent piece.
Yeah.
Got himself that really cool earring with the glass
bling,
on there. And you had a third cool thing. I forget what it was. Oh, this thing. This was Steve's.
Yeah.
That's all him.
Make sure you see what's on the bottom hanging.
Yeah, I think it might be like a wind chime or a dream catcher or something. Very cool, though. But let's get out of here, Doug. I'm tired. I'm hungry. My back hurts. I need a nap.
Okay.
Later.
Not necessarily in that order.
Well, as awesome as that house was, and heck, all the houses we did all summer, Mother Nature dumped all this snow on us, so we're going to have to transition to the farm fields. So I'm not going to talk too much about this house now, but we will be talking about it Thursday on the live after show. Quarter after, we're going to have games, we're going to have prizes, we're going to have a whole lot of laughs. It should be a party, and it ain't going to be a party if you ain't there. So we hope to see you 7:15 right here on the channel. But otherwise, I'm going to get out of here. It's cold. I got a lot of finds to clean up and get ready for the big show. So thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting, and I will see you on the next one. Later.